Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's Aaron. Welcome back to ARK on Gaming Evolved. You should have just seen a clip of me taming another quetzal this morning. I boxed it. Haven't named it yet. It was a 96, and I went immediately and killed an alpha raptor to get some levels for it. In that clip, you might have seen this bird. Whoa, hello, rubber band. I went ahead and bred the Argentavis that I tamed in the last episode, and I bred it with monkey puzzles because it was a high enough level, I thought. And this is what I got. I got the best color mutation ever. It's really only like the second mutation I've gotten, but I really like this thing. I have not leveled it at all. I feel kind of iffy about the imprinting on this server. They've got it turned up. They got some stats turned up. So like it's 100% imprinted. But look at the stats. Specifically movement speed, okay. That's base. Like I haven't put anything into it yet. 638 melee. So obviously these stats won't get passed down if I do breed this bird, but like this is a pretty overpowered bird. And look at the food. What a waste. But anyway, 1,000 weight, like right off the bat. It's crazy. So I'm pretty sure I mentioned that I was going to go over and breed Rex Manning with Evo's Rex, and I did that. I've also got another argie egg to hatch. What I wanted to do first was I'm going to need to set up the air conditioners. I made the S Plus ones. I didn't know that they could be window units. It's kind of cool if you think about it. So it says they're slimmer and more powerful than regular ones. And apparently it's close enough to be powered. So I'm going to see if 2 of them will do it. Normally I make 5 to hatch an argie egg. Or really any egg for that matter. I also bred the quetzals, so I have a quetzal egg to hatch as well. We might do all 3 this episode. I don't know. We got some Trudon eggs from somewhere, and we got a couple of Megalosaurus eggs as well. So I really want to hatch these 4. So I'm going to throw this one down. Actually, I'll throw all of them down, and I'll just pick them up when there's a sliver. And then when one is a juvenile, I'll hatch the next one, and so on. So I had half a mind to actually just set up the air conditioners down there on the floor. That's why I've got a new generator in my inventory. The problem with that is I don't know how being outside affects the egg temperature because I've only hatched eggs in like a hangar. So I didn't want to run the risk, and I figured I hit the O key. Okay, cool. I figured this will be easy enough. I can put them right here, just walk out the door and have them follow and then be down below. So I'm going to go ahead and let all of these almost go, except the Rex. We're going to hatch the Rex first. I'll bring you back when we're ready to do that. We're almost ready for the Rex. The Ketz is going to take quite a while. 255, not bad. Let's go ahead and put some meat on it. 8,000 HP. 372 melee, not too bad. A lot of weight. Alright, so let's do disable wandering. Well, passive, and it is a female, which is good because mine is a male. So that means we can breed them together. And I don't have to go steal Evos. I made sure to ask him because since there's a cooldown on the females, I wanted to make sure that he wasn't going to try to do it anytime soon. Thump, 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 thump. Okay, that's going to be okay for a minute. This rubber banding. I don't know what's up with my network connection today. Come on, baby Rex. And I do have an adult Rex full of meat. So I'm going to go ahead and get this guy to juvie. Like I said, I'm probably not going to worry about the imprinting because I'm not sure how I feel about the stat boosts. So as soon as this guy's a juvie, I can probably go ahead and hatch an argie or two. I'll bring you back for that. I'm just going to do one argie at a time, but we'll go ahead and we'll let one hatch. Make sure I don't get like twins or triplets. And then we'll throw the other egg down. And we should be alright. So what, I got a 262 and a 259. They're both from the same parents, but they're both different colors. So that's pretty cool. So we'll do the normal disable wandering, cycle aggression to passive, all that stuff. And then we'll get them down there with the Rex. See if I can get their following distance right. I just want it on low because in this small room it's hard to get them to go where you want them to go. Cryo actually made a community hatchery up there, and the red argie I actually hatched up there, and then I took a megalosaurus up there and carried it back down here to the base. So make sure everyone has food. That was close. That'll probably be another minute. You still have food. Cool. Come on, guys. We don't have all day. Where's the other one going? Is he following me or not? It says he is. Or she. I didn't even look to see the gender of him. Alright. So you stop. We'll do a little more meat. And then we need to make sure that that quetzal doesn't hatch when we're not there. Is he still on wander? Knock it off. I don't know what's going on. It's got to be my lag. Because it says wandering is not enabled. I'm doing a lot of multitasking right now. Alright, here we go. Hopefully we don't get twin baby quetzals. That would be a pain. Just one of them, a 129. Pretty decent weight and everything. Alright, so there we go. We got a baby Rex, 2 baby argies, and a baby quetzal. I need to get them all downstairs. And now I just have to keep them fed. Should be easy enough, right? They're so cute at this age. So I was just looking at the stats of these argies. They're about identical. I think the food is the only difference on this one. Other than that, all the other stats are the same. They're just different colors is all. And different levels. I guess this guy must have gotten the food levels. I just thought that was kind of cool how they came out of different eggs, but they've got the same stats. Unfortunately, I haven't been recording the stats of the tame dinos before I breed them. So I don't know if it got the stats from which parent or which stat was better. After I put a little more meat on the Rex, I want to look at the mutation list and see, or the ancestor list. This one's 0 mutations. The quetzal, 0. As expected. Man, this rubber banding for me today is terrible. This one, 0. And that one, 0. So, this is the only bird I've gotten the mutation on. So these guys are juvies now. But the Rex and the quetzal, predictably, are still, well, I guess the Rex is a juvie now. I don't think I have any trike kibble, so I'm not going to imprint on this one. I might do the quetzal just because it's such a useful animal. At any rate, I'm going to keep on doing the feeding. And I'll bring you guys back when they're all grown and we'll check them out. If these guys want to cuddle or go for a walk, I'll do it. But otherwise, I probably won't mess with it. So I'll meet you back here in just a minute. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and call an end to this episode. I did a little bit of imprinting on this one for Monkey Puzzle. I offered the other one to Malkuth. He is the one that helped me tame the quetzal. So I asked him if he wanted an argie, and he said yes. So he's getting the all-white one. I gam it up. It's not quite morning yet. I'm going to offer this one to Monkey Puzzle. If he doesn't want it because of the imprinting, you know, whatever. And then this guy is going to take a while. It's only about a quarter of the way mature, and that's in the time that it took both argies to mature. So I forgot how long these take. And of course this one, that's a little over between 50 and 60%. So I'm not imprinting this one. I did the quetzal a couple times, but I don't have any carbonemus eggs. That's the one of the 2 or 3 that I don't have. There's a whole list of the kibble that the things will ask for during imprinting, and I think it's 14 or 15 different eggs. So Monkey Puzzle and I are going to work on getting the dinos so we have all of that kibble on hand if we want to imprint. But this one, it's not terrible. I think it got a little bump in weight and a little bit of movement speed, maybe health. I'm not really sure. I'll have to go back and look at the footage. I hope I'm recording. Okay, I am. I lost my overlaying game. Anyway, so that's going to be pretty good in another day and a half when it actually matures. And the argies are just about done. And Fox was killed by a Rex. So I think that is going to do it for this one. Shortly, I want to go tame a bear and some calicos, and a couple other things. And I want to tame them. Well, I got to tame the calicos on foot, but I want to do the bears too. Like, I don't want to just drop it in a box like I've said before. So I'm going to leave it there. Please leave me some comments. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.